Okay, come on. You know what, ladies, let's clap. Come on. God, thank God. Come on, come on. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. It is a throwback Thursday. It is Thursday, August the 24th, 2023. It is 14 minutes after the hour. Guys, welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, Cindy J, and the Queen, Miss Miko. The chat room is wide open, or you can call in 570-982-6950. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all social media platforms. We are so excited to be here on a Throwback Thursday. This is where you get your morning love, but most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Cindy J, good morning. God bless you. Good to see you this morning, young lady. And how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today on this Throwback Thursday. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have Front Page News with Senny J, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that. Hey, Miss Miko. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. Is that the right way? Hey,
Yeah.
girl. Good morning, guys. It's your girl, Miss Miko. It feels good to be here with you guys on this Thursday. I will be bringing you Miss Miko's tips as well as silly crime that will cost you time. But before we get into that, let's get into this weather. What is going on? Sunday, it was summertime. Monday and Tuesday, it felt like fall. Today, we're in winter. So what's happening? Right now in Bethlehem, PA, where we broadcast the show live from, it is currently a cold, chilly 65 degrees, going to a high of 73, and it is cloudy and currently drizzling. New York City, what's up? Stand up, my boroughs. It's currently 69, going to a high of 75, and it will be cloudy and dreary all day as well. So you guys make sure you grab that sweater, the light jacket on your way out to work, and stick around with us, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
Where you get your morning started right, only place on earth. Thank you, Miss Miko, and good morning to you, and it's good to see you as well. And speaking of, Miss Miko just spoke about the days of the week and how, you know, the weather is different from one day to the next. And I'm going to tell you right now, everybody in that chat room, you're sitting there and everybody's living their life, and please get the most value out of each and every moment of your life, because time is moving and it's moving by fast. And I was just talking to Cindy J about this earlier. There's not 24 hours in the day no more, guys.
Nope.
That's it. They have relegated us down to about 21 hours. Time is moving fast. It's already
not 24 hours anymore. They changed
that's
it.
not 24 hours no more. There is no more 24 hours. In our mind, physically, yes, there is 24 hours. Physically, there is 24 hours in the day. It is.
Okay,
But the way everyone's moving in their life, your life, Miss Miko, my life, and everybody else's, it just seems like, for me, I'm 4,000 years old. And we just sitting and I talked about this. Time is flying right now.
It's
Time
Tamiko
is
really.
moving.
It's Tamiko really thinking we lost 3 hours for me. She was like, when? She was ready.
What just happened? Where was I? It is getting dark earlier.
Miss Miko, breaking news. There is 24 hours, but we don't have 24 hours. We literally have 22.7 hours in a day. 22 hours, 70 minutes. Time is moving by fast. You guys better be aware of that. You better respect that. You already know we can't stop time. We can't slow this thing down. Time is moving fast. The month of August, which is one of the longest months of the year, pause in duration, seemed like the month of August only been 2 weeks. Think about it. It was just the 4th of July the other day.
It was.
And y'all sitting here and you're glorifying yourselves and you're going through all your issues and you're mad and you're happy and you got to make money and you want to be this perfect person via the internet and whatever you're into. But know this, I don't care what the hell y'all got to talk about and what topics are on your mind today. Nobody talking about that almighty time.
Oh,
No
Father.
one, no one's yielding to the almighty time, because time is beautiful, but time is also brutal. Time will get on your ass. And I'll prove it to you right now. Look at my face. This was a pretty face 47 years ago.
Oh, Shawn, you're still a handsome young man.
If you don't get
I know
right,
you're right.
if you don't get right with time, because we're not having that discussion. You know why? Because we fear it. We respect it. We respect time so much, we don't even talk about it. We just got appointments and calendars in the date for the things that we need to do every day. But to sit back and talk about time, scared of that, because we can't buy it.
Right.
We can't extend it, and we can't get it back. And you know what? Thank God to the gods that before I yield my time this morning, and welcome, guys, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Thank God that us mere mortals don't have power of time, because we'll all be at. Give certain individuals the power of time for us, and we're finished. Thank God that's the one thing that we can't control. Because if we had a committee of people out there in these streets that allocated time, we'd be done.
Yeah.
We'd be finished as a society. Imagine your boy Shawn Harvey controlling time. Oh my God. A lot of your time will be ran out.
But what if, Shawn? What if it would be cool, right? If the more time you got, the worse it got. Right? So it's like people didn't want more time to live. They actually wanted to leave. I think that would be an interesting concept to explore.
They wanted to go.
They wanted to die, but we kept making them live to work.
Yeah, see?
That is a great, like, yo.
Right?
That's
right.
Yeah.
That could be a definite option. That's what I'm talking about. Because I know most of us would bitch up if someone said to us, I could buy you more time.
What you willing to do for a little bit more time?
What you willing to do? What you willing to put on your forehead for another not another 2 more years, but another 90 minutes? What are we? But then we want to extend time, but the time that we had, we took it for granted.
Oh no.
We took time for granted, and then when we're running out of time, we want more time. The only way that you can extend time for a few minutes if you got the paper. If you got the paper, and even billionaires, they don't even have enough time. That's the one equalizer that I love about time. It doesn't matter how much money you have. When it's time to go, it's time to go. That's why I say this. You better drop down to your knees, everybody. Get off that goddamn internet. Get off that social media. You better drop down to your knees right now, and you better be grateful for the time that you have right now in this moment.
Pause on that, Shawn.
You better drop down to your knees.
Here we go.
They had a movie about that where I forgot the name of the movie. You guys need to research it. Where people were allocating time.
Is that the movie where like they were stranded on a beach, and then 2 days later they got old? Is that the movie?
No, it was.
That's
it was
a good one. The Beach.
Is
yeah,
that
the one with? Are you talking about the one with Justin Timberlake?
I think the one with Justin Timberlake. What was that?
Where he was trying to give his mom some time.
Yes.
And she died. It's literally called Time.
Time.
Yes, that movie. Everybody, I need you to watch this movie.
I cried, literally. That first scene, I cried.
Oh, Cindy.
Didn't even know what the movie was about. Crying.
Yeah.
So sad.
Let me ask you this question, Miss Miko, and welcome to the show, Only Place on Earth where you get your morning started right. We need to see those hearts in the chat room right now. As you can see, I'm repping my Puerto Rican family. I got the fitted on. Miss Miko asked me, why do I have on a Puerto Rican hat? And I simply said to her, I'm from the Bronx, New York. That makes me half Puerto Rican, and one of my baby mothers is Puerto Rican. So that makes me half Puerto Rican. That's why I got the hat on. So I want to show some love to my beloved Boricuas in the Bronx, New York. This is your boy Harvey, and I see you.
It's
Miss
not
Miko,
the
let me ask you.
same. It's not the same, but okay, go
Miss
off,
Miko,
King.
let me ask you a question.
What's up?
If you had the financial resources,
And she
would
do.
Miss Miko, if you had the financial resources to buy some time, like say it's like say time. Let's put a value. Let's put a price. Let's put a price tag on it. Say another 5 years of life is $850,000 cash.
Another
Another
5
year?
on top of the 90 that I currently have? Or just from like right now? Like, what are we talking about here?
We're talking about we're talking about right now. You're gonna go to the time bank.
I'm buying it.
That's what Cindy. That's what Justin Timberlake did. They have to go to the time bank.
Right, and she wants the designer time, not regular time that we got. She wants to make sure it's top tier,
Yes.
diamond encrusted,
I want the good
Gucci branded time.
Yeah.
Miss Miko, additional 5 years for $800,000 cash with an additional $100,000 if they slow time down like for 1 second.
Oh, that's like an add-on?
It's like an add-on. Yeah, they got add-on.
Yeah. I'll do it. Sure.
Now listen. This is a this is a situation where you can't finance it. There's no 10% down. There's none of that. If you wanted to purchase time, it was to have to be cash money. You got to, liquidate property or whatever, and so you can have the cash. Ms. Migo, are you willing to pay $850,000 cash today? And before we move on to the show, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. Like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team on all media. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get this morning love. You already know. Miss Migo.
Yep.
And then I'll yield my time, and then we'll ask Cindy that question. Miss Migo, $850,000 cash for extended 5 years in the present day. Are you taking that deal?
Yes. For 5 years. I take yes for 500, please. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
CJ.
No,
chat room, let us know what you think. $800,000, 5 years cash extended life.
I have a question. Lee Scott wants to know, what's the quality of life? What's your quality of life after you extend your time? Is it just still your regular life?
It's the same regular life that you get. Whatever you're doing before you made your purchase is going to be the same.
It's going to continue?
The bullshit continues.
You just got more time for it.
You just got more time for your pathetic life. It's just more time. Now there's a different package for that.
Oh my God.
A nephew, I could talk to you about that package, but City J, let's stay with the basics.
Okay, same regular old life.
Same regular old life, 850,000 cash. Cash, no finance, no prop, nothing. They want money.
And I'm the age I am right now.
Excuse me?
And I'm the age I am right now.
Yeah, you're the age you are right now, and it'll extend 5 years. When that death date come, they're gonna pause that, and they're gonna give you the 5 years. That's when it kick in.
When I'm about to die. But
yeah. Like say you was about to get hit by a bus, they gonna go, whoa, nah, not yet, chill.
Oh my God.
A dude's gonna come with a contract. Yeah, sign right here. Sign here. Here go your extended.
Here
What are you
goes
doing?
here goes your body's extended warranty.
Here goes your body extended warranty. You're good. 5 years.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I don't think I'll take it. I think I'll just keep going and I go on to the next phase of my journey.
Right.
I don't think I would take it.
Okay. Miss Miko, ask me that question if you don't mind.
Shawn Harvey.
Yes, sir.
If you had to go the chance to go to I'm gonna say a sperm bank, to a time not a sperm bank, time, put a pause on sperm bank, to a time bank.
He'd go there too. It's fine.
For $850,000, and we extend your current life the way it is right now by 5 years. You paying that bread?
No, I'm declining that. I'm done. We're not doing that because I want to watch the rest of y'all sit there and live in fear. Because you're gonna live in fear. I don't want that. I'm not the 850,000 that could go someplace else. Hopefully, I'll take my chances and see if I could live to 90 years old. I am not taking the $850,000 because what happened? I signed the contract, and the next day I might potentially die. And then that's when my 5 years kick in, and then I'm done anyway. What I'm saying is this. Because people gonna get caught up in that loophole. They're gonna sign up and they're gonna listen. If we save you, say Miss Miko, say if you sign the contract and the next day you have a heart attack, right? Then they revive you. Now you only got 5 more years to go. You're done.
But then I could buy it again. I can keep buying it.
It's only a one-shot deal, bro.
Now I thought it was a bank.
Oh,
now it's a
It's a one shot. It's a one shot. It's a one-shot deal. Chat room, what you gonna do? Would you extend your life for 5 years for $850,000? Put a number 1 in the chat room if that's a yes. Put a number 2 in the chat room if that's a no. I decline the 850. I don't want the extended 5 years. I know a lot of people will purchase the 5 years, but I'm not. And there's too many loopholes in it. Like I said,
gave us the contract. Now you're telling us there's too many loopholes in all of this.
Yeah, because you know why? You know why? Because if people gonna start suing, like listen,
Oh my God.
The second, the additional 5 years was whack. I want it back. I don't want to be here anymore.
Right. Like I'm not satisfied. They're gonna go to court and all that. So right now, on this panel right now, Cindy J, that's a no, and Shawn Harvey's a no, and Miss Miko is going to purchase the additional 5 years for
outliving us all. I always say that.
$850,000. What's your thoughts in the chat room? And welcome to the show on the Place on Earth. And Miss Miko, let me ask you a question. I'm interested now. So, would you also advocate your family to purchase the $850,000 extended time?
Why are you trying to set me up again? Here we go again with the setup.
Right. Is Ari gonna get the same package?
She probably won't. She probably won't. Any ass.
And Cindy, I'm with you.
5 years apiece.
What about Mike?
And Cindy. City J, what if the time bank go bankrupt or Wall Street hits them and they lose all their money and they can't guarantee the 5? They can't, and then while you in litigation in court, you still die? Yo, Miss Miko, you be on your deathbed and me and Cindy be like, we told this bitch not to buy this thing. Oh.
Everybody that bought time, you gotta die now.
Yeah.
They can't cover it.
Yo, neighbors be calling you. Yo, I'm dying today, man. Yeah, you should have never got that package.
Don't get that package. That's kind of like the setup they doing with the organs. It's like never say you're an organ donor because if you get into an accident, they ain't saving you.
Oh,
That'll be like the package.
I know. I always wonder about that, but I don't think that's true. Is it?
Well,
I
Sean?
got.
Is anybody
Uh,
a paramedic out there? Is this true? Will they let me die to get my organs? That's why I don't check that box. I need somebody to confirm or deny before I can check it.
I ain't checking that box.
Oh,
what you mean, the donor box?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm
Sean
a
checked
donor.
it.
Oh, again.
Listen, I'm a
Or
donor.
time
Yeah,
last
but Sean,
night.
what if you, God forbid, right? You get into like some crazy car accident, right? And they look at your ID and they're like, oh, he's an organ donor. And they don't do all they can to survive you because, you know, little Timmy is on the heart list. You know, they need your lungs, they need your eyes, they need your tongue. Like, people are waiting.
But
It's
what if,
okay. It's my time to go.
I have a chance of surviving? I'm gonna need them too.
I don't listen. It's time to go.
Let's leave it
Okay.
to the man.
That's the problem. And if okay, so say I do survive. Now I'm like I got one eye like this, no nose, half of a leg. No, no. Slob cup. No, 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 no. Slob cup with the baseball hat, with the sippy cup. No. I don't want the sippy cup with the baseball cap, with the
We don't know what you're gonna
catheter,
look like. We don't
with
know
the
what you're gonna look like after.
with the catheter. My wife's having sex with some dude in the other room. I can't do nothing about it. No. I'm gonna check out.
All right. Well, we'll make sure to let them know.
And that's the thing.
You guys making sure he was checked out?
and that's the thing. See, we talked about this months ago. Nobody don't want to be an organ donor, and nobody want to donate no blood, but everybody want to live. And not only that, Miss Miko won an extended 5 years for $850,000. She ain't giving up nothing.
And I ain't bringing the family with me.
So, right, to answer that original question, so you're not going to purchase any packages for the beloved family?
No package deals.
Not Audrey Johnson. She said, "Do you have to die before they will take your organ?" She said, "No, that's not true." I mean, I think if you want to voluntarily give an organ that you don't need, like any one of us today could be like, I want to give up my kidney, maybe for somebody that's on the kidney list. I see those Facebook posts all the time. Are you guys getting those? Like, maybe it's because I click on it, I see more of them. But like people that are out there that are on the donor registry list, but they are asking for people to give them something now, like to see if they're a match.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was this one guy looking for a kidney. I mean, I have my kids, so that's why I don't want to give out my kidneys. Like, what if my kids would need them? But I don't know if there's any other body parts you could voluntarily give. Like maybe a piece of your liver. I would do that. But I don't think anybody wants my liver. It's a little Hennessy filled right now. But there's probably other parts that you could donate, I guess, if you wanted to. But I think everything else you need to be dead, like your vital organs, you know?
Vanetta George said that she had someone pass away last week at 46 years old, and the organ people was there within the hour, Shawn.
Yes.
Even cold, and they opening you up and taking it. No.
They need it as viable as possible. They will fly over there, grab that, and fly back.
I don't see, and welcome to the show.
Especially a heart.
First of all, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started. I don't want to see the hearts in the chat room. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, turn down for what?
And Danielle said your liver's shifty, sis. He said your liver is shifty.
I will agree with that statement.
Liver got a lot of Hennessy in it.
Well,
could save someone.
Right. Your liver will go into the next person and they would have to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. They'll come out the surgery like, oh, I need some. I need some.
Oh my God.
Cindy. Now, let me ask you this question. Cindy, since you get these organ notifications, which I think is weird.
It's just,
What's
stories.
the going price? What's the going rate like price wise? Or Miss Miko, maybe you want to look that up. Like
No,
what's
Sean, you can't sell your organs.
Oh
It's
yeah.
free.
Oh,
no wait, hold on, Cindy. Maybe in some third world country.
legal.
No, that
It's called, what is it? Organ
it's,
organ harvesting, right?
yeah, and it's on the black market. You can go to jail for that.
I'm not even gonna put that in my search bar, sir. No, thank you. Feds ain't gonna be at my door.
Yo, you from Brooklyn, bro.
Mm.
You have to go to that's something you go to the library and search and search up.
Right. You don't search that from your IP address.
I have a library right across the street from me right now. I'd be up in that thing like
All right.
Clack, look at it, clack.
Okay, well listen, I get it now. All right. We could
yeah,
just
Sean,
move on.
please stop saying organ harvesting. They're gonna shut us down.
No doubt. All right, so welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen Cindy J and the Queen Miss Miko. This is where you get your morning love, and we appreciate you guys and thank you so much for supporting us throughout the years. All right, Cindy, let's move on. Put a number one in the chat room if you're enjoying the show so far today. Put a number two if you're not. I'm going to yield my time to the Queen Cindy J, and then we'll get to Miss Miko. So, Cindy, what's on your mind right now?
Well, I actually picked this story specifically for Lee Scott. But I don't know if he's still in the chat room. Lee, put a one in the chat room if you're still here. But this is actually going on right here in Pennsylvania. But there is, and they've been doing this program for years, but this year they say they need it now more than ever, where the Philadelphia school system is offering parents the opportunity to be paid up to $300 per month, which is $3,000 a year, to drive their kids to school. Here in Pennsylvania, school is starting next Monday. I don't know, in some parts of the state, people started already, but I think it's the 28th. The school district of Philadelphia is reminding parents of a transportation plan that pays parents $300 per month to drive and pick up their children from school this year. The parent flat rate transportation plan began as a pilot program in 2020, when COVID was going on and all that, and is now regaining relevancy following a district-wide severe bus shortage. Students who live more than 1.5 miles from their school, as well as students on education plans that have curb-to-curb transportation service, are eligible for the transportation plan. Parents are paid $300 a month, $3,000 a year. If you can only do drop off or just pick up, because people work, then the family will receive half of the payment, $150 per month or $1,500 a year. The district currently has about 210 bus drivers and is able to use 13 additional approved contracting companies to supplement the bus service. The school district has about 105 current vacancies, and they're actively hiring through their website. Approximately 13,000 families are currently enrolled in the plan. Families have until the end of September to apply for the program. Would you take advantage of this program?
For sure.
A lot of people in comments under these news articles say that the reason why is because these kids are bad as hell. Or they're not paying enough. I'm gonna look up how much a bus driver
Well,
makes in Philly.
well, first of all, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. I'll yield my time to Miss Miko in a minute. Again, we live in a society now where if you have some basic, requirements of life, you could get this money. If you simply could get a driver's license in this country and a cell phone, a driver's license and a cell phones, and don't have any kind of criminal record like, touching little boys,
Or a little girl.
you can, or, armed robbery, whatever. But say you don't have any kind of criminal record, or, there's some minor miscellaneous crimes. If you had a driver's license and a cell phone, I'm about to drop some jewels on y'all right now. Pause. You can earn money. Now, this is something that we all already know collectively. But now the industry is starting to recognize this trend. So what they're saying is, yo, nobody wants to drive the bus anymore for whatever particular reasons. One reason was brought up just now that the kids are bad or whatever. And there's multiple reasons and scenarios and justifications and rationalizations for it. But the industry and all industries are taking the models of the Ubers and the Instacarts and all this stuff and saying, you know what? Cindy just said it. It's an independent contractor world now. This is the world of the 1099. This is not the world of the W-2 anymore. Now you are responsible for earning income, and there's nothing wrong with it in this country. I say this, it's not enough money. The 300 a month, that's light.
But that's if you live within a mile and a half. But I don't know, because I've been using my GPS, and sometimes when I'm in New York and it says a mile, that joint be like 20 minutes. I'm like, how is it 20 minutes to go
and my
mile?
whole thing, Miss Miko, my whole thing is this. Let's bump that money up a little bit, and can we take multiple kids to the school? Why do I gotta take little Timmy? Why can't I take the neighbor next door? Why can't I just round up all these kids and Harvey get the paper?
So do your neighborhood kids and get their parents check?
Yes. Now, this might be great news to pedophiles. You gotta weed those guys out. Pedophiles are like, drive the kids to school.
Well, to add a little bit of context, right now I'm looking on Indeed.com. A bus driver average base salary for 1 to 2 years of experience is $19.42. If you've been driving a school bus more than 10 years, it's $22.80. So do you think that the Philadelphia School District maybe should be bumping that up to maybe double? Is it like more money? Maybe they'll fill those 105 vacancies? Because if they have 210 bus drivers.
What happened to bus drivers though? They had them last year. They had them 2 years ago. Where did the bus drivers go? Least are your brotherhood bus drivers.
Well, again, Miss Miko.
Well, when it was happening during COVID.
Well, Miss Miko, again, as the trend for the last 4 to 5 years, people have realized that, especially with earning side money, that they can earn more money on the side or switch careers than they're doing at their jobs. So that's why a lot of people in industry are leaving these traditional jobs that we think that we're supposed to have for the rest of our lives. So a bus driver, they look at, you know what I equated to, Miss Miko?
What?
I equated to, hold on, Mike, hold on. I equated to the guy who cooks in the restaurant. You know, the guy that cooks the food in the restaurant?
The chef?
The chef, or whatever you want to call him.
Okay.
Well, the guy who's delivering the food is making more money than the guy who's cooking it.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
The guy who's delivering it is making more money than the guy that cooks it. So the guy that cooks it is like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I could do something else and make more money. And that's why in certain industries, I believe that there's a shortage of employees.
I don't think that's what it was. Because a lot of, when the story first came out, what happened was there was a lot of older people. You have to think about people that drive these school buses. They're often retired
and these kids are disrespectful.
Or it's like a part-time job. It's not, something that they do all the time. So when COVID happened, a lot of them left the industry either, I guess, because they died or they found other things that are probably more fulfilling, like money-wise, like Shawn said, to then going back, full-time to driving these buses. And the kids are bad.
Bad as hell.
Shawn Harvey Morning Show with the Queen Cindy J and the Queen Miss Miko. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, fam. It's Mike Grassley. How y'all doing?
Good
Hey,
morning,
Mike
Mike.
Rasty. You over there? He in Philly for roll.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, here's the deal. This is my take on this whole bus driving thing or commuting with the car thing. What you do is you get a few of the parents to sign up for it who either work in the morning or afternoon or don't even have a car. Now, you pick up your kids and their kids. When they get their $300 check, let them keep two and kick one to you. You're going to make your 300 plus you will make 100 off of theirs. They ain't got no car. They got to go to work. They can't take their kids anyway. But this is still putting money in their pocket.
That's a cute hustle.
But also, though, don't they take money out of Philadelphia residents' taxes for this? So it's
Well,
like,
yeah.
but it's like, what? I just want to know if it's still working out. Like, as much that it's going to the Philadelphia school system, they should be able to pay people decent money for transportation. And I don't know. I don't know if $300 a month is enough.
And Mike,
Go ahead.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
you and everybody, Mike lives in Philadelphia. He's right there. He's right in the middle of this whole situation. Mike, I hear what you're saying, but don't you think this open up the doors to tremendous liabilities with kids going with other parents to school and other kids getting in other people's cars and making side deals with the monies? You think that parents can actually manage this?
Well, most people who make them side deals with parents are going to be parents that they know. They're going to only do it with the people that they know and know their kids, this, that, and the other. They're not going to make it with Mr. Sims around the corner who nobody know and always got his shades drawn. No, we're not going to mess with him.
Right.
But the people I know on my block or my hood, I'll be like, okay, I'll take Timmy and them this day, boom, boom, boom. And then you can take them this day. We're going to work this money together. We're going to work the system. Because truth be told, the city of Philadelphia, they are short on bus drivers. And they don't have money to keep things up. And a lot of the kids take public to school. You know? So if this is a way that you can make sure your kid is going to be safe and everything, do your hustle. Get that money and make sure your kids are safe.
Mike, would you allow your beloved grandkids or your children, if they were of age, to join this program?
If I knew the people, yeah. Yeah.
The budget for the Philadelphia school system for the 2023-2024 school year, guess how much? Guess, because you'll never guess.
Can I take a guess?
Go ahead.
$2 billion.
No.
Go ahead.
Miss Nico?
I would say, girl, $550,000.
Larry.
Damn, girl.
That's what the janitor make, bro.
$4 to $5 billion.
So
4 to 5. It's interchangeable.
Somebody lying.
That's what this is from the Philadelphia Tribune.
Mike, the question
And you
question
giving
is,
me $300? Nah, fam.
but Mike, the deeper question is, at $4 to $5 billion of annual budget for this Philadelphia school system, a school district, in your humble opinion, I'm for sure you see these bus drivers out there every morning, or you see what's going on in these streets. You think they could just pay them more money?
Absolutely, but they don't. They all look. It's a lot of political things going on behind the scenes. This one got to get their money. This one got to get their money. Yes, they could pay. Not only could they pay them drivers more money, they could pay them teachers more money, but they don't.
Wake it up. They ought to be ashamed of themselves.
So, Mike,
these parents don't know. He was paying me though $300,000 a year, and the parents in the comments that do it. We're talking on the internet. We're talking about how they don't be cutting them checks on time.
Oh, see, that's another problem.
I need my money on the first.
Yeah,
Mike, you on the grounds in Philadelphia. Would you be interested in driving little Timmy and Malik and them to school?
Malika knows.
Nah, 'cause if they ain't gonna act right, we gonna have an issue.
But Mike, the school is only a mile away.
That could be a mile too long.
A lot can happen in a mile, right, Mike Grassley? A lot can happen.
All right. Well, thank you, brother, man. We appreciate you and we appreciate your support, and thank you so much. It means a lot to the three of us.
No doubt, no doubt. Y'all have a good one. Be safe. One love.
You too, Mike. Bye.
Miss Miko,
What's up?
are you willing to drive little Timmy Malik and Catherine and all of them?
Shawn, you know I don't do kids. Absolutely.
Listen, I have been hanging out with Miss Miko most of the summer, okay? And I'm grateful. And I'm grateful for the opportunity.
No, thank you.
If she hear kid, because mind you, I'm a mom. I tune out all kids. I'm sorry. If your kid is dying next to me, I won't hear because I have amazing tune out. She'll be like, Sunny, like it was a gunshot. She'll be like, you heard that? And I'll be like, what? She's like, the kids. I'm like, you mean the ones like on the other side of the room? She's like, we gotta go. I don't like the atmosphere.
Yo, you,
I'm like,
yeah,
they're laughing.
I do adults only. That's it.
She does not. She does not. Only her godson. Only her chosen ones she'll mess with. And that was kind of touch and go.
And he barely made it, but he hanging out now because he's 7. Under that, I ain't got no time.
That's hilarious.
It's
an amazing
Cindy J, will you get the $300 bag per month, which to me seems very light paper? Mm-hmm. Would you incorporate the other kids like Mike Grassley's talking about, to keep it in the village, or are you?
I mean, if I had the time, I would for sure do it. Whatever.
Now this is a wake-up call, especially to my beloved nephew, Lee Scott, who, you know, we all have love for. Listen, for our new listeners, we had a baby shower for Lee Scott on one part of the country, and he was on the other part of the country.
We did.
We really did that. So I got love for my nephew. But let me tell you something. Nephew and all your bus drivers out there, this is a wake-up call. The independent contractor is out there in these streets.
Oh my God.
They are now allowing these parents to drive the kids to school and pay them.
They could have them.
And pay them.
Had them kids.
What's next now? The crosswalk guard? What's the crossing guards? That's next.
Oh my God.
Because what's going to happen is they're going to have robots doing that next year.
Absolutely.
If you looked in the Shawn Harvey Morning Show Future Wake Up Team group the other day, I posted a video of a robotic DJ and a driverless car. Absolutely. And we'll talk about that, but just please, my beloved nephew, watch it, man. These independent contractors are coming out there for all industries.
They outside. Protect your job.
All right, I'll tell you what, Cindy, before we move on, we're going to turn and yield the time to Mr. Miko before we get back to you. We hope that you guys are enjoying the show this morning. It's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Thank you so much. Like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all media. Hey, guys, listen, put the hearts in the chat room. We want to see those hearts right now. Please, where's the hearts at in the chat room? The first one that put a heart in the chat room, we're going to recognize you and show you some love. So, Ms. Miko, I'm going to yield the time to you. Ms. Miko, don't give a damn about these kids. And what else is on your mind?
All right, so Ms. Miko's tips today is going to come to all you office workers. I want to thank my girl, Cindy J, for putting me onto this because this is something we all need today. Now, if you work in an office, you know how mundane things can be. People are busy sending emails, they're in meetings, they're doing all kinds of stuff. Meanwhile, you're just trying to look busy. So Ms. Miko's tips for today is how to look busy while you're at work when you're doing a damn thing. Y'all ready for this? Here we go.
Yes, girl, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
If you work in an office setting and you work with a computer, keep those tabs ready. A lot of people don't know how computers really work, but if you're in a computer 90% of the time, just load the 3 or 4 Internet Explorer tabs and you click on them. So when people walk by, you could be on Instagram, you could be wherever, you could just click and go back to the company website and it looks like you're busy. Number 2, another thing you can do is look frustrated. Squint at your computer, shake your head left and right. Even once in a while, let out a sigh. Bunch of papers on your desk, just shuffle around randomly. So it'll make you look so frustrated. No one's gonna want to ask you to help, and no one's gonna want to talk to you. You're left alone for 8 hours to just chill and get paid. Number 3, you want to hold something and walk around. Nothing says you're busy than holding a bunch of random papers or a clipboard in your hand and you walking left to right through the office. You look busy. You don't want to talk. You're moving really fast and shifty. They're going to leave you alone. So keep it. Another thing you want to do, I don't recommend because I don't like staying late, but you can leave a little bit later. Stay 5 minutes late. Leave a cup of coffee and a half-eaten bagel on your desk. So in the morning, the first person in thinks that you were there working so late. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's putting in all these hours. Meanwhile, you didn't pull the wool over their eyes. So leave a little bit later and leave something on your desk. And for those of you who are not in the office, maybe you work in a warehouse or you're a janitor or whatever, grab some tools and work. If you're a janitor, get that mop and that bucket and you walk from one side of the building to the next, just pushing that mop in that bucket, not mopping a damn thing, but you're looking busy. You got the mop and the bucket on deck. And that is Miss Miko's tips.
doing the Lord's work. Doing the Lord's work. Okay?
I can't say I never teach y'all nothing.
Now that was vital information. Let's clap one more time.
Thank you, girl, that segment. Thank you.
I agree.
Tomorrow, y'all.
Yo, she said, "Walk around, look frustrated." That's a good.
Nothing keeps people off your ass than a frustrated look. They ain't gonna bother you. You look frustrated. What? Huh?
Put your hand on your head while you're looking at the screen, too. Like.
They don't want out.
Oh, I know another one. Just open an Excel spreadsheet.
That's it. Keep it open. That's it. Put random numbers in there. Do your budget.
You know, I agree. I agree with everything you said, except for the janitors. They're unionized. They don't have to act like they work, and they get in that paper.
Whether they work or not, right?
Whether they work or not, they're getting that money. But these are guys in the chat room. What are you doing? I mean, what are you doing in the office? Do people still work in the offices now?
Danielle Williams said, "I ain't new to this. I'm true to this." Go ahead, Miss Williams. I don't know who in the chat room if you follow Miss Miko's tips tomorrow at work. Let me know what y'all doing with these tips.
Wow.
I know Danielle ain't working ever since she had to go back in that office. Hilarious.
And I like the fact that was those are great suggestions. Even the one she says, even if she goes, Miss Miko says, even if you don't want to, stay 5 minutes later.
Yeah, that's a good one. Because you ain't do nothing all day. You can afford.
Right.
5 minutes.
Oh, and also a good one for everybody, because I love this. Just go to the bathroom randomly for like 10, 15 minutes. Like if everybody else is busy, then that's your time to slip out. Go to the bathroom, stay there for like 10 minutes, scroll real quick, catch up, answer some people's messages, and go back. I used to love the bathroom breaks. I would chill in there, take little selfies, go back, be like, ugh. But you do like 5-10 minute breaks a day? Ooh, you are. That's an hour down.
Shaving off right there.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got your break coming up. I usually like to do one right before my break. You know what I'm saying?
Danielle says she listens to the show with a fold in her hand while visiting coworkers.
Are you serious?
That's right, Danielle. That's hilarious.
Well, thank you so much for your tips, Ms. Miko. I mean, that was very informative information that we all needed, especially for you veterans that work. I mean, I'm for sure the veterans that work at the office, they already know what it is. But for you new guys that really want to prove that point and earn your stars, take these suggestions as well so you don't get in trouble. And thank you. Let's clap one more time for Miss Migos too.
Go, girl.
I'll post them in the group room later, guys.
Yeah, sometimes people forget. You know what I'm saying? People have been out of the office for a long time. They forgot what they used to do.
Yep.
All right.
This.
Yeah, see, let's move
whatever.
on. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Let's go. We bring that morning heat. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey One Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen City J and the Queen of Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Go ahead, City.
I saw this the other day in the story that I have from Sunny Says. A lot of people had mixed reviews from it because we thought this was something that was already done or whatever. However, Nia Long is reportedly filing for full custody of her 11-year-old son that she shares with Ime Udoka, the Stroker, as Shawn likes to call him.
Yeah, you know it.
It's his idol. She's reportedly filed for full custody. Legal documents obtained by by news outlet show that Long has requested sole physical and legal custody of her son. His name is Kez. Additionally, they are reportedly asking for a Los Angeles County court to give Udoka visitation with the 11-year-old. The case will reportedly also establish a parental relationship since the pair never married. Furthermore, the 52-year-old actress is reportedly asking for Udoka to cover her attorney's fees for the case. I know that's right. The outlet adds that the case will likely also include decisions regarding child support. And as we all know, Long and Udoka split last year after a 13-year relationship. They initially met in 2010 and became engaged in 2015. However, it was reported that Udoka stepped out on her and engaged in an intimate relationship with a female member of the Boston Celtics staff, who he is no longer a part of. Who did he go to? The Raptors, right? Or something like that?
I think the Rockets, but we need to double.
I
Miss
think
Miko,
you're right. The Rockets. I'm going to try and see if it's
I
in
think
here.
we
But
need to double check that.
yeah, so yeah, and then there was debate online where a lot of people felt like, why does she need to go for full custody? And things like that. Why can't he just still be a good dad? Blah blah blah. But I feel like, because this is the problem, right? That I think most people get caught up in, because I'm kind of like that with my children's father, right? When things are good, they're good, right? We're communicating, talking, blah, blah, blah. But then when they're bad, right? And you wish that you had something in place to at least fall back on. And I feel like she's had enough time to get her ducks in a row. And she's like, yeah, no. Or maybe they're on a down part right now. And she's like, you know what? Let me get something in writing. That doesn't mean that you can't be a good father just because she has custody. That just means when I'm ready to make a move, go do something, I don't have to consult with you.
Right.
Because why do I want to consult with you anyway? You just cheated on me. I don't even want to talk to you because your rationale, bro,
Right.
is not something I'm trying to get in my brain. So I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think she's trying to bar him from being a father. I just think she wants to make things clear and cut just in case they get on a down. That makes sense.
Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen Cindy J and the Queen Miss Miko. Join this morning heat. Like and share this show, please. We appreciate you.
Yeah, share it.
Miss Miko, I say this to the court. I'm the judge. Motion denied. Motion mother effing denied. This is about the child. This is not about your convenience. Just because he took his penis and rammed it in some slippery vagina, that doesn't mean that he can have custody of his children. I could see if this man was beating this child, the child wasn't safe, this child has no shelter, this child is not eating. Yes, you get full custody. You're not getting full custody because he cheated on you. That has nothing to do with the child. And we're not doing this for your convenience where you go back and forth and take this kid at will. This is not about you. Mia Long, you are a hero in our community. We love you. You're 52 years old. You're a grown-ass woman. But tell me why you mad, son.
You
This is not,
mad.
The whole world seen why she's
And when
mad.
it doesn't matter.
y'all do
This
dirty.
has nothing to do with the way you feel. The court wants to make sure the child is okay. And the child needs to be with his father as well. So there will be no full custody, young lady. This guy's an NBA basketball coach. He makes millions of dollars, even though finance has nothing to do with it. But he has someplace comfortable for this child to live.
Allegedly.
They make they. Thank you, Miss Miko. She threw that in allegedly.
It's all allegedly.
Yeah. So no. Now this is worse. You're making yourself look like a fool, young lady. I'm sorry to
I
say.
don't think so.
You are making yourself look crazy in these streets. There is no way that you can. I could see if Mr. Stroker was beating your ass with the kid with the kid thing. Now I can see that. Now I can see full custody. I see restraining order. You stay away. Especially if there's no history of any kind of abuse on this child, denied.
He can have visitation.
No.
You can come over. We can hang out.
50%, no. 50% split. And they do have to discuss what goes on with this child. Okay? There is no way. I think this motion will be denied by any family court judge in America because it's not about, you just shared the story, Cindy. I'm listening to every word you're saying. She's saying that she wants full custody of the child. You gave your opinion about it. And what did you say? Well, when things are good, but when things are bad, things are bad. So we need to put things in place so when they're bad, we can keep going on. No, that has nothing to do with the child. This man deserves half custody, and they're not even married. So that's contractually for the contract, she has no weight in this. 50-50 custodies on this child.
Well, that's probably what it's gonna boil down to. I think. I guess they're going to LA County. So I don't know if LA is usually favorites the mom. But it's good to see how it plays out because we haven't heard from Ime Doka. Maybe he's fine with Mr. Shoka. Maybe he's fine with that though. He might be fine with it and just be like, you know what, whatever you want.
All right.
That could be a possibility.
That's another issue.
But I think he should just,
No, I think that
he's always away.
It doesn't matter.
He's a basketball coach.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The son is 11 years old. So in some courts, I think usually if they're over 7 and 8, they might ask him where he wants it, what he wants. That could be a possibility too.
Right. And let's say that's not the case. Let's say that's not the case.
Oh, of course.
Let's say that's not the case. There's no way that this woman should request full custody of a child. No way. Because we see what it is with the motives. You're hurt, and I
been
simply
almost a year.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's like a rush decision.
I understand.
Had all this time to deal with this man and to co-parent with the son, and she came to this conclusion. You know what? I can understand if she did this a month after it happened, but this September will be a full year.
And we don't know what happened. We don't know what took place within those 12 months. He may have been an asshole to her the entire time. And she's like, I'm freaking done with you. He may not want to have custody of the child. He may settle his parental rights. We don't know.
I understand that. But if that is the case, because obviously we know something, she's trying to sue for full custody. We do know that. My whole thing is this.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
There is a lot wrong with this. And if you young ladies can't see what's wrong with this, then there's some turbulence that's going on between the both of you. It's about the
No, because we know
child.
how
It's
these
not.
men get. We know how
No,
these
no.
men get. He's
Excuse
probably all
me.
in there talking about don't have no other man up in that house around my son.
But you all up in
Meanwhile,
Babylonian. Get out of here.
meanwhile, did you forget Boston, sir? So that's why, and I know that's why, because men want to get territorial when their kids are with the mom and the mom is getting loved by somebody else.
Yes,
Here
that
they
is
come,
true.
my
That,
kid, my
It's
kid. But
probably wasn't.
yeah. Listen, you're
you wasn't
absolutely
worried
right.
about the kid when you was over there sleeping with Miss
Ex, ex,
Babylonian.
listen to
So
me.
please, please,
Listen. You listen.
please.
You are 100%. I agree with you.
Yes.
100%.
So
But
that's
the
what
judge,
happened. And she said,
excuse me,
screw you. She said, screw
excuse
you.
me, excuse
And you
me,
gonna pay for it. And he gonna pay for the legal fees.
excuse
And
me.
he gonna pay for that.
And that's another thing. We're not paying for that. But listen, and I hear
Well,
what you're saying, Cindy J. I hear you. And I agree with you. I agree with you. But the judge doesn't see it that way. You could sit there and move. Hold on. You could sit there and move your neck, gyrate, do all of this, blah, blah, blah. And all
Not
that stuff.
gyrate.
You could do all of this. It's fine. The judge is going to go, nah, that's cool. We're going to do the split 50-50. It has nothing to do with that. And that's why I'm trying to say it. I'm concerned for the both of you because you don't see the bigger picture in the whole situation because you're looking at it on her point of view. Just say that he want. I get what you're saying. If he doesn't want anything to do with the child and give her parental right, that's fine. But if he does, he has the right as the father to go, listen, no, I want 50-50 split. He has every right. Again, it goes back to if he's ever abused the child, if the child's not safe, if the child has no place to live, hold on, if the child's hungry or the child's afraid. That's what this is about in family court. It ain't about nothing else. You know how many women and men come in there and say the same thing you saying? I don't want them around my kid. I don't want them around. The judge don't care about that until something happens. In this case, I say this,
Oh Lord.
Mr. Stroker, if you want 50% of that kid, get your 50%, brother. Get your 50%. And if Nia Long, Miss Miko, is filing this suit, then you pay for it. You pay for it.
Wow.
Why is he paying for that? So
After everything that
you want him to pay you to take your son away from yourself. What are we talking about here? So I'm supposed to pay attorney for my baby mother to take my child away from me.
it's for the family.
Does that even make sense to the both of you?
You have to take care of the family.
Does that make sense to you, Miss Miko? Miss Miko, let me ask you a question. Would you pay your baby daddy's attorney's bill for him to take your child away from you? Would you do that?
I wouldn't do it, but the court.
Miss Cindy J, would you pay your baby father's attorney's fee, all of them, to take full custody away from you?
Only if I was able to hire his attorneys. That
Excuse me,
work for me.
excuse me. Simple question.
If I get to pick the attorneys, yes.
Simple question. Class, let's follow. Cindy J, would you pay an attorney? Would you pay the attorney fees for your baby father to take your child away full custody 100%? Would you do that?
No, I would not.
So then why does he have to do that?
Because he did wrong.
No, it doesn't matter. He didn't
Because
do
he was
wrong
the
to
one that did wrong.
he didn't do wrong to the child.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Oh, so it doesn't matter.
You did wrong to me, and I gave birth to the child. So
No.
whatever I say.
Bitter Cindy.
Yeah. What do
Vanessa
you guys?
says it's not just about that. She said if you leave the country on vacation with a minor child and you do not have full custody, you have to seek permission from that non-custodial parent, which is what I was alluding to because I said when she wants to make a move, when she wants to go out of the country, when she wants to enjoy herself, it's about me not having to talk to you. I
See,
don't want any communication with you with
Right.
what's going on with me. I
See,
want to be able to move without having to speak with you regarding stuff because they weren't married. And
because
that's how it probably should be.
and it's unfortunate that I'm so sorry that you still can't see what's in front of you, Cindy.
So if your child
You
is
can't
with me
see
most
what's
of the
in front of
time,
you.
they're
You
with me
just
most of
said
the
it.
time, and I have to go and do a business trip and I have to be in China for a week. And I gotta call you up and be like, hey, I'm taking Kaz to China this week. We'll be back next Tuesday. And you're like, no.
Right.
Whatever, no,
Now I
whatever the
gotta
court.
stop what I'm doing because you
Yes,
want to be however you want to be. No,
yeah,
but
because
I think that's enough though. I think that's enough motive for me to file a suit. Whatever you want
Cindy,
me to pay it. I'm
Cindy,
sure if she loses that part of the suit, she's not gonna be upset. But
Cindy,
bravo for her for having the audacity. But I think that I feel like if we were to predict this, I think the LA County is gonna side, and I hope she gets a woman.
uh,
They are gonna side with her, and
uh,
he's gonna be left out.
Miss Miko, did you notice in Cindy's argument just now? And then we're gonna get out of here. Did you notice that in Miss Miko? Did you notice in Cindy's clear argument in front of the court that she not one time mentioned the child? Not one time did she say, hold on. Not one time did she say anything about the child. She said, if I got to go on a business trip and if I got to do this and if I got to do that and if I got to do this and why do I got to deal with him? Again, it's not about you. You will lose this case if that is the argument in front of the judge in the front of the court. You will lose that because the judge is not looking at it that way. The state laws are not looking at it. It has everything to do with the child. And in your argument, you didn't mention anything about the child.
The child is with me.
But the child also has a fault. All right, we're done. Put a number one chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number one. See, you that baby mother, like you the worst baby mother on earth. You are
Ask
going to
my baby
sit
father
there
what he
and
thinks of me. We'll have him on the show one day. I'm a
we can't
wonderful,
ladies
because he
and
listens to whatever
gentlemen,
I say.
to the ladies and to the fellas, you can't use the child for a pawn to get what you want in the court system.
That's
Yes,
my
you are.
baby.
That's what you're
That's
doing
my
because
baby.
you're not
That's my baby.
you. I'm just saying that's what parents do. They want to have full custody so they don't have to deal with the other parent at all. That is just not the reality unless you are harming the child. That she's hurt because yes, he's embarrassed. He's cheated on her. We already know that. That has nothing to do with the well-being of the child, long as the child is
You
safe.
can still see the child. Nobody's saying you can't
We
see him.
I want 50-50, even though I caused this.
You ain't
I
get.
I still just because I broke up, that doesn't mean that now I gotta break up with my child as
But you know
well.
what? Also, Shawn, 9 times out of 10, the mom is the one getting them ready, putting them in the school system,
But
doctors, all that other stuff. Because they want to make be able to continue doing what they've always done as far as caring for the children without your interference because you weren't interfering before. Now it just makes it harder every time legally when they just want to just do regular stuff. It becomes a thing because now I got to include you in it when you weren't really involved in it ever in the first place.
and I totally agree with you. But if they didn't have these laws on the books, this would be anarchy in these streets. So the here's the final decision. 50-50 split. You guys, you get your schedule. This is yours. You get the child this day, that day, this weekend, that weekend. You schedule your vacations and you work it out that way. This is what this is. And Neil Long, uh, I, I don't even know why you're even going through all of this. We do know why you're going through all this. You're
Because it
hurt.
needs to be done.
And
Well,
you
it needs
want,
to
and
be done regardless. And the fact, and let's just talk about it real quick, because I know we all want to go. I know Miss
I'm
Miko
like,
do.
Cindy.
when
Cindy, we gotta go, bro.
it's been a year though, right?
Yeah.
And he hasn't even felt the need to go for full custody or establish any type of custody or anything like that. So if you really care, sir, you would have been have this established all this time ago because you want to make sure you get the time with your son. But now when the mother, again, the one who has to plan everything, do everything, make sure everything's in order, including arrangements to go see their dad. Now, when it's time for me to put some structure and order into things, oh, now it's a problem. Now I'm trying to take your kid away from you. Now I'm the big bad boogie woman. Maybe you should have put your stuff in order before I had the opportunity to bring this case. Maybe even in your own home state where they would be more likely to side with you. But you did nothing. Just like people always do when they don't want to be involved. And then when somebody wants to come along and create order out of no order, it's a problem. Come on, man.
Cindy,
all right, we'll see how this turns out. I will be following this story very closely.
Yeah. All right, Cindy, bring your
Very
blood pressure down. Bring it. And if you was my attorney in the courtroom, you're fired. I don't want you. Too emotional. It's a lot.
They don't want me in the courtroom. I'll start busting caps.
Yeah, we don't want you in the courtroom. All right, what's your thoughts, guys? Full custody for Mia Long. Put a number 1 in the chat room. Put a number 2 put a number 1 in the chat room, full custody for Mia Long. Put a number 2, 50-50 split with the husband.
Shawn, give me 50,000 number 1s.
I'm gonna take 75,000 number 2s. And what about you, Bob?
I think
Bob?
I'm torn, but because I'm a woman first, I'm gonna go number 1.
Thank you, Miss Miko. That's right, girl. Girl power.
It is what it is.
You hear that, Mike? Thank God y'all don't got no little kids.
All right, Miss Miko, you got the last word. Cindy, I'm exhausted. I gotta take a nap.
Oh my God. Well,
what's the last word?
Word is something sweet because today, August 24th, is National Waffle Day. Did you guys know that? So go out and enjoy yourself. And Cindy, do you want to go for breakfast? Well, we'll talk later. So go out and enjoy yourself some waffles. It's National Waffle Day. So my quote for today is, "A life without waffles is like a day without smiles." Go get some waffles, people. Shawn, what is it, Shawn?
End it, please. Not a day
I need to go.
Smiles.
Now I want my money back from my time deposit. Because after that one, I want to check out. But say it one more time, Miss Miko, if you don't mind.
A life without waffles is like a day without smiles. Happy Waffle Day.
Cindy, do you like the waffle?
I enjoy a waffle from time to time. Eggos are my favorite.
Yeah. You know what, Miss Miko, now that I'm thinking about it, I am a waffle fan as well.
I love waffles.
And listen, guys in the chat room, if you don't like the waffles, there's something wrong with you.
Vanetta says she hates them.
Who?
Vanetta George says she hates waffles.
Wow. All right, that's another one. Put another one in chat room if you love waffles. Put a number 2 if you don't. Okay, guys, listen, we appreciate you. We see you guys tomorrow, God willing. Have a great day. Somebody was in the chat room. Have a great day. We see you guys tomorrow. Come on, this way. See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
All right, bye.